All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Tuesday. It's a green day today. Let's get this party started. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. A lot of theories about why crypto pumped today, but I got a good one. So we're going to talk about that. And now it's just like, can we hold the gains? Because I don't want to go back down in the brown box. And you say, what? Brown box? If you don't know what the brown box is, that means you didn't watch this morning's video. Aha, I caught you. I gotcha. Dogecoin touched over 15 cents, hit up to 15.3. Right now, 14.91 on the pullback over the last hour or so. And we got to hold. This morning, I made this brown box here. Yes, I made the shitty box because we dumped into the shitty box. We were going sideways, and I was like, okay, I got to do the shitty box. So I did it. And what do you know? A couple hours later, Dogecoin starts going on a run and climbs right out of the shitter. So we got to celebrate that. And now we got to hold and not fall back in. That's 14.8. 14.8 is now support for Dogecoin. 14.8 is support. And the red box up here that we want to climb back into, that's at 15.4. So guess where we are? We're back between two boxes. But not the two boxes that we want to be behind or in between, because we want to be up near the purple box. But we'll get there. All in good time. Right now, we climbed out of the purple box. You know, I also made a purple box for Bitcoin. Yes, I made a purple box for Bitcoin as well, because I just want to, gauge how Bitcoin is performing versus Doge, and using the boxes is a good way to measure that. So Bitcoin was in the shitter as well, and now has climbed out, taking 93,000 as support. Not bad. You know what's still in the purple box? Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is still in the purple box. It tried to drop below earlier because alts were outperforming Bitcoin on the run this morning. Alts were outperforming Bitcoin, so we had a big drop in Bitcoin dominance, and Bitcoin's kind of edging back up versus the alts here right now. Still over 59%. It did hit 59% as support and then moving back up. But we have Doge up in Dogecoin dominance. We have Doge up, Doge versus Bitcoin. So good day. Good day. I will take that. So what's going on today? Well, first, we've got tomorrow, right? We got tomorrow. Tomorrow is Chirpow. Chirpow is making an appearance live. Fed chair. Going to talk about rate cuts. There's like a 90% chance there'd be a 25 basis point rate cut. So that's pretty much priced in already. And then at 2:30, he's going to have his press conference, and I'll be over at Tom Crown's channel again in the chat there, hanging out with Tom, having some fun. And then I will go live as soon as Tom's done and do the wrap up, the follow up from the FOMC. There'll always be volatility, right? Up and down, right? Tom usually shows that on his charts, what he expects to happen. And he's usually pretty darn right. He's usually right on. So that's going to be tomorrow. Earlier, we had crypto starting to run, and there's Lark, right? Bitcoin reclaims 92,000, eventually hit 93,000, and then Bitcoin actually ran up over 94,000, now back in the 93s. So that is what happened with Bitcoin. And then we had ETH running up, ETH seeing its biggest daily gain since early October. Early October, what does that remind you of? Right before the big flash crash that totally trashed everything, right? And who was behind the flash crash? Who was behind the flash crash? But that's good. ETH coming up. So ETH having a good day, up to 3,300. Actually almost touched 3,400 here and before the pullback, now trying to hold the gains as well. Meanwhile, we got this news. Did this cause crypto to go up? Did this cause crypto to go up? Major crypto banking update. U.S. banks have been given the green light to handle Bitcoin and crypto transactions as intermediaries. Of course, the announcement did not say Bitcoin, right? Again, we've got somebody just inserting Bitcoin in there. It didn't say anything about Bitcoin. It just said crypto transactions. And it's like, come on. These stupid Bitcoin maxis. It didn't say crypto, or didn't say Bitcoin, it just said crypto. So big money is coming, but did this cause the pump today? No, it didn't. This is nothing. It's a big nothing burger. This is the banks trying to get their greedy little paws onto our crypto. That's what this is. This is the greedy banks getting their greedy little paws onto our crypto because they don't want to be left out. And it's also going to be all about stable coins, because stable coins is going to be the name of the game going forward with the crypto bill. So all of that is in play. But no, not only did we have the October 10th flash crash blamed on CZ by me, but no, we had CZ today talking supercycle. What? Supercycle? Did you hear this? Listen carefully.
Don't quote me on this, but I think that force will be quite strong. So that force may be strong enough to offset the 4-year cycle. Who knows?
So you're saying next year bull market?
We may be seeing a super cycle.
Wow.
So we'll see. Yeah. I'm not sure.
We'll see.
Yeah. Don't quote me on this, but I think that force will be quite strong.
Supercycle.
So
he said supercycle. Of course, then he said, don't quote me on this, I'm not sure. But he said supercycle. And what time did he say supercycle? Well, it was right here. It was right there. CZ said supercycle and the market pumped. It was CZ. Now, why did he say that? Maybe to take out a bunch of shorts, like $170 million in Bitcoin and $130 million in ETH. We were wondering, when were they going to go after the shorts? And CZ's like, Binance could actually do much better if got rid of some of those big shorts. So, yeah, on Binance alone, it was $54 million in shorts right there that got liquidated. And Binance people are like, thank you very much, CZ. Appreciate it. $54 million wiped out in shorts. That was a loud ping. Yeah, there's a pullback going on right now, and they're taking out some leverage longs now. Some new ones are getting taken out on Pippin, whatever Pippin is, and Wet, whatever Wet is. Big trading going on with Pippin and Wet right now, and Night as well. So yeah, that was it. CZ should be in jail. Yep. Trump pardoned him. Yep. Why did Trump pardon him? Because he was giving Trump a bunch of money. Not directly, but yeah. So that's what CZ said, and the market pumped. So yeah, that's what happened today. Thank you, CZ. Meanwhile, the Russell 2000 index hit a new all-time high today as well. And it was interesting because over the summer, there was a lot of talk about Russell 2000 hits all-time high, alt season starts. Alt season. Now, I'm not in that camp. I don't think alt season, right, this huge alt season is going to happen unless Doge pumps. Unless Doge pumps. And what could cause Dogecoin to pump, my friends? What could cause Dogecoin to pump? Well, first, we do have to check on our favorite X money, and it still says launching in 2025. So, launching in 2025, still there. And what year is it right now? It's still 2025. So there's that. And then our friend Bogdan sent me this. Look at the new Tesla update today. Who's there in the picture? And so you got the paint shop here. And they've got some paints and wraps on a bunch of Tesla cars, and one of them is Dogecoin. It's a Doge wrap. It's a Doge wrap on a Tesla car. Now, why would they put that one in there? Why would they put, out of all the wraps they could show in their picture, it includes the one with a Doge? Tesla, what are you thinking? And that's the paint shop. But not only that, but how about the Tesla photo booth? Turn your car into a photo booth, take selfies from inside your Tesla, and give yourself a makeover with fun filters. Yes, it's a Snapchat. It's like a Snapchat filter in Tesla car. And who's hanging out in the back right there? Who's hanging out back here in the back? It's a Doge. It's a Doge. So why would they choose a Doge again? To be on a Snapchat filter in your Tesla car. A Doge is going to be one of the choices, of course. I tell you, Elon's giving us hints. He's giving us hints after hint after hint after hint. Are you selling your Dogecoin? Did anybody sell Dogecoin today on that little 5% pump? Because I say it's a little 5% pump. The hints are there. The hints are there. So that's what's going on. Now, crypto bubbles, yeah, we have a green day today, except for this night thing. Night went on a big pullback by 50%, but that's because yesterday it went on this huge gain. And I'm not touching night. Our friend Wei Zhu was like, "Oh, Kriss, you gotta buy night. Go all in on night." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not touching that one. No, thank you." But aside from that, just about everything else is in the green, except for Hype and Quant and SPX 2000. But there's our Doge up 4.5, Floki 4.2, Bonk 5.3. So, hey, it's a good day. Even Cardano up almost 10%. Just about 10% for ADA. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So, that's my update. Again, took out a lot of shorts today. And we're hoping they were satisfied with that little pullback there to take out some new leverage longs. And then from here, it's just going to go higher. I don't want to be back in the brown box. I just made the brown box. I don't want to be back in the brown box. Again, I make these boxes looking at support and resistance lines. and to gauge how these cryptos are trading. So I make these boxes. So we were in the box and now we're out of the box. I like that. Another box up here is the red one that we were in for a while. Now we just got to get back. Yeah, take that as a hint, Christian. Exactly. It's a hint. Luna Classic up 14%. Oh, man, that Luna Classic chart, huh? Luna Classic. Actually, Luna, I mean, that was really more overnight. That big run was overnight. That wasn't the CZ thing because it went up with CZ and came all the way back down. That's kind of interesting. Luna Classic was already overbought when that spike happened. Interesting. So that was a move that was overnight. Of course, you zoom back and you're like, yeah, Luna Classic went on this big run here at the end of last week. Now making a nice, beautiful cup, right? Huh. If you believe in that kind of stuff. And we also had, one I was looking at was Fartcoin, the smelly one, because I was making the brown boxes. Fartcoin gave up all its gains. Look at that. 36 cents all the way up to 40 cents, and then bam, all the way back down to 36 cents. So Fartcoin couldn't hold it in. Couldn't hold it in. So let out a big smelly one, taking out leverage longs all the way down. But Doge is holding up. So that looks strong. We like that. We want it to stay up here as support and go higher. That's what we're looking for. You missed the purple box. We will visit the purple box again, I believe. I want to see the purple. I know. Please. I get it. I get it. Handy Dan, will they be going back down to get the leverage longs? Seems to be the pattern. I would expect tomorrow between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, we're going to have volatility taking out both the longs and the shorts, because tomorrow we are going to see Chirpow make an appearance. And Ryan, it's going to be the purple tie again. It's not going to be the blue tie. I think it's going to be the purple tie again tomorrow. He's not taking sides. It's either blue or purple. Obviously, he never wears red and never wears green. So it's purple, I believe, tomorrow. But we shall see. We shall see. Long and strong, Sean. 638,000 Doge. Nice. Age verification just hit Australia. No social media under 16 years old. We will force giving our ID. Oh, man. Really? I don't know how they're going to get that. I don't know how they're going to get that in the United States. The age verification thing. But for Australia to do it, wow. There's some big time control going on down there. We'll have to ask Aussie about it when he comes on. Zone is up. I know. For those holding clean core, finally got a little bit of a move. What did it get up to? 36 cents? Yeah, 36 cents. Awesome. Let's go. Got a long ways to go. Life's a gas. Life is a gas. What's long uncomfortable? We do have our friend Aussie. So when he comes on, we'll ask him. Elon loves us. He just says it in subtle ways. That's right, Chuck. How's the Pepe looking? Let's take a look. I didn't look at Pepe today. Up 3.5%. Yeah, it had a nice gain. It was up from yesterday, though. Yesterday had a nice run. So today was a little more straight up, but gave about half of it back. But it's moving back up now. So We'll take that. It was over 5. It's now 493. Long way to go on recovery again, but hey, it's all right. Ew, gross. Yep, probably purple. That's what I think. Chirpow's going to be rocking the purple tie. What if X Money launched on Saturday? Would I leave you hanging until Sunday? I would find a way to get on. I always know what Dogecoin's doing, so I would find a way. Squeeze it in. Tell people to go order their own food, right? Go order your own food. I'm busy and get me something. I have the power to do that, but I just don't. There's age verification in the UK, so you use a VPN. I wonder if Australia can do that too. Age ID is present already on many adult sites. And gels, how do you know that? Do you know that from personal experience? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, exactly right. Like, yeah, what you know about that? What do you know about that? Yeah. Yeah. The Pepe frog. Pepe doing all right here. Doing all right. Got to recover, that's for sure. Cardano hit 48 cents. That was a nice move. Didn't give much back up. So, of course, in the top cryptos, that means Cardano is coming after Doge, right? Oh, there's still about a $7 billion gap. So Doge is safe for now from Cardano, who's sitting at number 10. But Doge is now only 2.5 from Tron, because Doge is up 4.5 and Tron's just treading water, more of a stable coin again today. So Dogecoin making up ground against Tron. Are you on a VPN right now, Charlie? Nobody knows where you are because of the VPN? Where in the world is Charlotte? Where does that IP show her from? Like Alaska or Japan? Where are you? Doge, this is the way. Welcome. It's been a while. It's been since September where we've had a nice gain like this. So good to see. Now we just got to hold. We got to hold. Millions of children and teenagers under the age of 16 lose access to their social media accounts in Australia. Yeah. Crazy what they're doing. I thought parents were supposed to monitor their kids. I guess that just doesn't happen anymore. Parents are too busy wrapped up in their own worlds, so the kids have their phones and they just go and do whatever. That's scary. Will Bitcoin drop to 92? Well, that would be back into the brown box. I don't want to see that happen. But if there's if there is a lot of new leverage down there, it wouldn't surprise me if overnight. I think that's going to happen tomorrow. I think we're going to have a wick down and wick back up because of the FOMC. So I think it's just going to kind of peter out and be sideways here. In Virginia, they banned skill game slot machines. I'm still playing skill game slot machines. They aren't arrested people playing skill games. Well, video poker isn't really a skill game, right? So what's a good skill game that you play? What's a good slot machine skill game? Gappy, happy birthday to your pup. Happy first birthday. Awesome. Many, many years to come. Gene, waiting for Doge to go down a little bit more before I buy more. It's just hanging right now. It's under 15 cents. I said slot machines too many times. Somebody's ears perk up. I always use a VPN. Currently, you're in New Jersey, right? Isn't that great? It's like, oh, Charlotte's in New Jersey. Probably identified as being in Christoph's house, right? Wait, how did that happen? Let's go, Doge. It's not the government's job to do the parents' job. Exactly. I agree. Parents are just too busy, like wrapped up. Why not Texas? Right? That's a good question, right? Why not Texas? Maybe you should switch. Yeah, we talked about the banks offering direct Bitcoin access. The banks are getting their greedy little paws into our crypto. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the banks. I don't like the banks. Mr. Gels wants to see the heat map. All right, let's see if there's any new leverage long sitting down there waiting to get snagged on a dip, because that's what's coming. Oh yeah, there they are. The next one right here at 92.4. These degen gamblers, look at that. Just on Bitcoin, on Binance, there's $65 million sitting right there at 92.4. They already grabbed that one, which was 49 million, but this is 65 million right there. They don't stop. They don't stop. Of course, we know there's huge ones down here below 90K. We don't want to go down there. No. We don't want to go down there. But that means there's probably some Doge as well. Recently created Doge leverage longs. Yep. Wow, this one's close right there. 14.8. It's about $3.5 million. About $2 million here at 14.82, 14.85. Yeah, so that's a target. But there's more shorts up here. Yep. Texas has age verification for the Apple Store and Google Play for new accounts. Man, doesn't end. Nope, video poker's different. Skill games pretty much are the same as slots. The only time you turn off the VPN is when you want to play online casino. Because that's a UK thing, right? Wow. All the slot machines owe me. What's happening with the Doge inflows? Nada. Nothing. Nothing. In fact, Bitwise is negative. There's been outflows, but no inflows. $972,000 of outflow for Bitwise. So, and Grayscale is only 2.8 million inflow. So that's pretty weak. That's pretty weak on the ETFs. Nobody's buying Dogecoin ETFs. Not happening. I would love to go to Texas. I'm going to Texas in March. I can't wait. I'm excited. Did you know, Ryan, that the Boston Celtics are now the third best team in the East? Did you know that? The Celtics are on a roll. They're the third best team in the East. That game's going to be good. That game in March is going to be good. Yep, those leverage traders don't stop. They don't learn. So adults and kids who don't want to go through the ID thing are just going to go dark. They're just not going to participate. Yeah, maybe they can go out and play some games outside, or if they need to be inside because it's cold, just play some board games. Of course, it's summertime in Australia right now, so that's not bad. You can just be outside. Just go to the beach. Just go to the beach. You don't need to be on a phone. You don't need to be on social media. Just enjoy the nice warm weather. It sounds kind of nice. I would do that. Just hang out. Sydney. Yeah. Anyway. Oh. Like roaches under the fridge. I know. It's like, oh, you're going to raise the price? Okay, I'm going to leverage trade again. Let's all go to Ryan's. Pa skill game or Va skill game. And I'll see a video. Okay. I'll look at that. I'm just curious, what's a skill game and what isn't? Because if you're going to do like the dancing drums or any of those, right, it's just all luck. There's no skill. You're just there at the right time and it hits. That's why I prefer video poker. Plus, you get a better percentage return on video poker. It's just less frequent when jackpots are hit. Celtics been hot. Christian, the thing I keep telling myself is Michael Saylor can't allow Bitcoin to dip below 80K. I know I mean, if you saw the Andre Jick video on MicroStrategy, you'd be like, oh shit, right? That's really something. What the risk is there. That's big risk. And will those that hate Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy be shorting the hell out of Bitcoin and MicroStrategy to get both prices to drop because they don't like Michael Saylor? Like, I'm talking like JP Morgan, right? The big time. They would like to see strategy totally fail. Crazy. Tomorrow, NBA Cup game? Yeah, Celtics didn't make it. They weren't playing well then. If we started over now, the Celtics would probably make it. But let's go to the beach. Let's go get away. No one says they want to come to Manchester. I want to come to Manchester. Holy. I don't want to go there because I don't want to get stabbed. But there was a stabbing not too long ago, Charlotte. I saw it on the news. If you have kids, would you do anything online since your kids can teach the real world looker? No, I've always let them do what they want. They're now in their 20s, so they're adults now. But yeah, 10 years ago they were on. Let's avoid the death spiral. And I don't agree that would actually work, how Andre explained it, how there would be this endless like doom loop. I don't see that happening. There would be a way to stop that and inject liquidity in there so that it wouldn't be this constant thing between preferred stock and price going down. But you never know. What took the Celtics so long to get going? I think it was a combination of Coach Mazzulla trying to find the right, mix of players, continuing to hound them on defense, and they finally just started playing better as a team. It just took a little longer, I think, because they got to play different without Jason Tatum, and Brown needed to really insert himself as a leader, and he finally is. So yeah, that just took a little while to get going. Yeah, it's cold in Boston too. It's 5 degrees this morning. Whew. Cold. Hey, look who's here. Here he goes. Let me get out of the way. There he is. He's there. What you doing, buddy? There he goes. Cat. What you doing? Oh. You want to say hi? Say hi to everybody. They're right there. Come on. Pax cat in the house. Come on. You can jump. Can you do it? Can you do it? Jump all the way right here. You're strong enough to do that. Come on. Come on. Yep. Yes. Good job. Good job, buddy. Pax cat in the house. Hey. Hi. That was so nice of you to join us. That was so nice. Also think of 21 months of suppressing Bitcoin's price would be nearly impossible. I agree with that too. I agree with that. Am I going to buy into Jasmy again? No, I think I did good on Jasmy. I'm going to just take that as a win and won't buy again. My purchases in the future are really going to be limited to Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and probably SWI. Once I figure out that whole token unlock schedule for SWI. So yeah, it would be nice to ride Jasmy up again, though, wouldn't it? Do another 10x on Jasmy. That would be awesome. We'll see how the bear market goes. Are we really going to be in a bear in 2026 or not? If crazy shit starts happening like we had in 2022 and we see these huge price drops, I might be tempted. Brown would step up. Frozen shrimp. Hey, they're trying to bribe you with frozen shrimps, Cat. Don't jump. He did it. The Pax Cat. You felt the landing all the way through the internet. I know, right? He's so cute. Everybody loves the Pax Cat. Yep, and he walks on the keyboard. Yep, that's what he does. You think he owns me? Do you think? I mean, look at this. He's just like, yep, you're my human. I own you. Huh, buddy? Robinhood offering you to give you 4% of your crypto if you transfer it into your exchange. Yes, but did you read the fine print? In order to get that 4%, you have to hold that crypto for 18 months. 18 months. You cannot sell for 18 months. So, yeah, I already blew it on one of their giveaways. It was the New Year's giveaway. And I got Bitcoin, and then I ended up accidentally selling it. I got some Doge too, and I ended up accidentally selling that too. I forgot that I needed to hold it for a while, so I missed out on whatever they gave away. The SWI token unlock schedule. Yeah, so yeah, SWI is inflationary. Oh, it's down to number 20 now. So if you go on CoinMarketCap for SWI, and then you scroll down, scroll, and you get this thing called SWI token unlocks. See that right there? SWI token unlocks. And so there's this unlock schedule here, and it's going to continue accelerating until about June 2026. See, SWI has been accelerating in its token, super inflationary. And on June, looks like maybe the end of June 2026, it's going to slow down. So there's going to be a bend in the curve here. So probably around June time, but it's still going to be inflationary. It's still going up. And in those, number of years, it's going to go from 4 billion tokens to 5 billion tokens. So it's still increasing in supply. But this is what we went through, this big steep incline. After the major unlock that happened here, whenever that was, right? That was June 2024. There was a major unlock. And since then, it went from like 2.2 billion up to almost 4 billion, where it is now. That's a lot. That's a lot of tokens. But it's the token unlocks, exactly. And it's not only SWI and ARB too, Romario. There's a bunch of them that do that. The token unlocks. So, yeah, you got to watch out for that. So, Jasmy actually is almost completely done with its unlocks. So Jasmy isn't going to have big token unlocks going forward. They're pretty much done. So that's good. That's good. It would be awesome at 10x again. You're leaning more towards primarily Doge and Bitcoin portfolio. Yep, that's what I'll be doing. Yeah, Pex Cat is a chill cat. Tomorrow is the day. The day. Robinhood spreads too wide. Agreed. You got to know that. You just have to know that. You can still make money, but just don't expect to get the price you want, buying or selling. Yes, 18 months of them holding your crypto. That's in the fine print. You got to read the fine print. Who reads the fine print? I do. I read the fine print on that stuff because there's a catch. Why would they give away 4%? Oh, yeah, we had that quiz. The New York Stock Exchange. Those quiz questions were really good. That was fun. That was fun. SWI is good. Jasmy is garbage. Well, I mean, SWI has a lot of VCs behind it. I guess it's a decent blockchain. I don't know who's using it. And Jasmy is still more of a meme token. What's a good month to sell your Doge? The month when it's the highest. I have no idea. I don't know what Doge is going to do going forward. We try the best we can. There isn't one particular month, though. A year ago, beginning of December was the time to sell. 2021, it was May, late April, early May. So there's not a particular month. Santa rally to 30 cents. Santa rally. And who's playing the role of Santa this year? It's Elon Musk. Elon Musk is going to dress up as Santa this year. Give us a Santa rally. Maybe it's time to upgrade my 09 iMac. Yeah, the CoinMarketCap website has actually got a lot more information on it than it used to. And on many of these tokens, they do show these unlock schedules. So, yep. Right. The month and hits $1. That's the best month. Exactly, Chuck. Keep accumulating Doge and Bitcoin for the long run. You know, over the long run, they do keep going up. Yeah, I don't know what that smart exchange routing is, Dan, on Robinhood. I've never used it. I know silver. Tom Cron was saying silver to $100 next. Silver to 100. That's what Tom was saying. I don't really follow the silver charts, but I mean, it's going bonkers right now. It is a bear market now. Waiting another 4 years, a bad idea. Well, I mean, I'm never going to sell all my Doge anyway. I'd like to see a big relief rally and maybe skim a little more profit before we go into a full bear. But we'll see. I mean, Romario's right. 4 years from now, you're going to be wishing you had Doge at 15 cents. Yep. Just like 4 years ago when we were buying Doge at 5 cents. 5 cent Doge. And then 4 years before that, you could have bought Doge at 0.002. It's just a fraction of a penny. I was buying Ethereum at 100 and I didn't keep them. Uh-oh. About to enter the brown box again. Don't like that. Doge is going to hit 26 cents after dipping to 12, Simon. Yeah, we've got major pullback going on now. Bitcoin is in its brown box. Oh, we got the pinger going. Big time. Big time liquidations. The whole crypto market is pulling back right now. Big time. Wow. They are wiping out leverage. Look at that go. Wow. Here we go. It was all a fake out. Total bull trap. Total bull trap. I thought we would see this tomorrow. Whoa, that's a big one on ETH. $990,000 on Hyperliquid. Who made $1 million bet on Hyperliquid today? They just got liquidated. $1 million gone. Well, hopefully that whole action was to get that $1 million bet, and now it's going to slow down. ETH at 3,300. That was the liquidation price. 3,300. They got it. Now we move back up. The Powell jitter effect. Liquidations in the brown box. I know, right? Something stinky going on. Poo-poo. See, I knew making that box brown would be fun. The trolls will be coming in. Yeah, Dogecoin's dead. See, I beat him to it. It'll go back up tomorrow. Yeah, most likely. The market breakers. Bye-bye. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. Again, someone controls the market price. Kind of like a casino. Totally manipulated. Come on, let's get back up. You got your ETH long, $1 million. Congratulations, market makers. You did it. Now drive the price back up, please. Thank you. Please. Please. Come on. Please. Elon. Launching in 2025. X money. Still there. Elon. I mean, we were watching that yesterday, right? Up and down action. Market makers swept up and down. And now here we go again. Happy Tuesday, Doge fam. I feel like Elon will announce the launch of X money on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Well, that's going to be one heck of a party, isn't it? Right here on KrissPax Live. New Year's Eve. I'm up for it. Sure. I'm up for it. I know, right? The heat maps. All the degens. Hey, we called it half an hour ago. We called exactly where these things were going to be, right? There was the Dogecoin one. 14.8. Got it all. And then the Doge or the Bitcoin one, right? We caught it. Now it'll update and we'll see. Boom, boom, boom. Got it. $70 million. 92.4. Gone. Gone. Thus, the title of the live stream, Dogecoin trying to hold today's gains. Because you knew those pesky market makers weren't going to be satisfied with the shorts. And you knew new longs would be coming in. And they did. Here we go again. Sound like a broken record. We need new stuff coming in. We need the big news and not the stupid stablecoin shit or banks. Like the banks are able to custody your crypto. I don't want the banks touching my crypto. I don't want the banks. No. That's not a good thing. Not a good thing. It's like major crypto banking update. U.S. banks have been given the green light to handle crypto transaction as intermediaries. It's like, no, I don't want the banks touching my crypto. No, thank you. I don't want that. Gobble, gobble. The next level of Bitcoin shorts, 95. 95 right there. Let's zoom out a bit. Zoom out longer. How long has it been since Bitcoin was at 95K? Just thinking. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's like hundreds of millions of dollars up there. Big time shorts. The shorts are winning right now. The short-term ones, some of them got wiped out. There we go. Yeah, 95,300. There's $250 million in shorts right there. But this big short list goes all the way up to like 108. Huge amounts of shorts. And not much on the long side. Heavy on the shorts. We should go get those. We should go get those. All of today's gains are slowly getting wiped out. Kriss, no likey. And it's all across the board. Oh. I'm like a broken record, I know. That's what happens. Dave, how are you? If we get X money or another huge catalyst, what would be your top? If not, what low? Plus your future outlook and where Dogecoin rides. All great questions, Dave. All great questions. So I've shown this before. Show it again. So we got the brown box, the new one. Here's the red box. Here's the purple box. Without the big catalyst, Dogecoin could do a relief rally up to about 20 cents. About 20 cents. And then from there, it goes back down. Of course, it's not going to go straight up like that, but it was starting to turn around today, and we'll watch whether that kind of move, the Santa rally, happens, which I think will be a relief rally. However, there's the wild card, which is this big green arrow. That is X money. And I have that targeting 30 cents. So Dogecoin doubling in price. X money without Dogecoin on it. It would be the hope that one day Dogecoin is added to X money. That would be enough for Dogecoin to double in price, I think, to 30 cents. If Dogecoin is actually embedded in and integrated in X payments, X money, Doge will go a lot higher than that. But I don't see that happening. So these are my two price points, 20 cents and 30 cents. The 30 cents comes from a doubling of price, which is similar to what Dogecoin did back in October of 2022 when Elon bought Twitter in a bear market and Dogecoin doubled in price. And actually led a lot of other alts to go up in price as well. That would be a catalyst for like a mini alt season. Which is why I continue to show that X money page during every live stream, because it still says launching in 2025. So I have my big green arrow here for that to happen. And my magnet is still here too. So that's what that's what's riding on it, in my opinion. Hey, back out of the purple box, or brown box. Let's go. They got what they needed. We need volume from retail. Doge can do it. Doge can wake retail up and the FOMO can start. Hey, Matt, how are you? Do you think the relief rally will happen because of X money or in addition to it? No, because of it. X money pump would be short-lived, just like the Twitter buyout was. Here, let's go to the daily. I'll show you. I can show you. I have the power on the daily chart. We go back in time to 2022, and you will see exactly what happened in the depths of the bear market. Look at that. Look at that. This is October 2022. Dogecoin was trading at about 5.8 cents, 5.9 cents, 6 cents. Elon buys Twitter. Dogecoin rockets up to 12 cents, right? That was 6 to 12. That was the double. And then there were wicks, wicked wicks, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, topping up at about 15 cents. And then it dumped. And that whole process took about a week. That took about a week to play out. So if something similar happened with X money, with Dogecoin starting at 15 cents, I think Dogecoin would go up to 30 cents, maybe have some wicks up a little higher, but after a week or so, it would start falling back down. That, again, I'm just pointing to this as an example of what Doge can do. What did Bitcoin do at that time? I think it followed Doge, but at a smaller percentage, right? Stop it. 2022. Actually, it didn't do much. Bitcoin really didn't do much. It was a little pump here. But there was a dump after. So when Dogecoin started dumping, Bitcoin dumped. Oh, that was FTX. That's right. That's when FTX went bankrupt. About the 9th or 10th of November. Yeah, so Bitcoin didn't do that much following Doge, but it dumped when FTX declared bankruptcy. That whole FTT token crash, all of that happened. That was then. Yeah, so it was an uphill battle for Doge to be able to hold all of that. Huge uphill battle. So that's the possibility that Dogecoin can do with a big catalyst. Now I just want it to get out of the damn brown box. Come on, Dogecoin, you're killing me right here. You're killing me right here at 14.8. Killing me. A little green today. We were up 5, now we're up 3. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Joshua, back to work. Have a good one. Yep. Chadwick, volume is down. Not a lot of liquidity. That's why the market makers are still in control. Rough road ahead. I agree. God, I'm agreeing with Chadwick. Oh, man. Really? Do I have to agree with Chadwick? No, just kidding. X-Money will pump Doge as a sympathy play. Or empathy. Either way. Yeah, Sheeb followed. That's what it was. Wasn't Bitcoin. There will be a crossover. Stay positive. Order a pizza. Pizza. Uh-oh, here we go. Food. Food. The pasta salad. Don't worry, be happy. December 10th. You think something's happening. You think something's happening, Team Doge. Are you really, Elon? Are you doing something tomorrow? Yeah, I'd like to see a penny today. Penny a day. We had it right here. 14.2 to 15.2. Right? There's a penny right there. I was like, okay. Yeah. I know, agreeing with the Chadwick. Do you believe it? Well, between October 10th tomorrow and, December 10th tomorrow and December 31st, there's plenty of opportunities for Elon to do his thing. Christmas Day would be fun, wouldn't it? Just drop it on Christmas Day. Let's go. Merry Christmas. Look at your hair. It looks the same as last month. Cent a day, keep the bears away. I like that. On December 31st, Elon will change the name of X money to X Doge. Wouldn't be beneath him. He's done crazy things like that before. They're going to try banning VPNs, low roller. I don't know how you can do that. How are they going to know you're on a VPN? The summoning worked. Right. Funny how that happens. That definitely would give Dogecoin hype. Hype, hype. Yep, the Cheats Danish is in the house. Hey, Danish. How's sunny Southern California treating you? It's frickin' cold up here in Boston. It is cold. Carriers block unknown ISP address. Huh. But some innocent people will get cut off if they do that. The innocents. I just want my social media. I got cut off. I'm not using a VPN, I swear. Oh. Australia is the news today, RR. Australia. You have to do some digital ID thing to prove you're a certain age in order to access social media. So if you're under 16, you can't. They're cutting it off at age 16. So you 14 and 15-year-olds can't access your TikTok or your Snapchat. It's like, wow. Wow. You're worried about data leaks? Exactly. You're going to give them your ID. They're going to have it stored on some server somewhere, right? Almost no one pays the fines. Yeah, but it's still there. A storm damaged your roof. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Roblox asking age verification. Isn't that where all the 14 and 15-year-olds hang out, on Roblox? If they manage to apply that, all it means is that teens will move on to other kinds of social media sites. They'll find a way around it. Very resourceful. What's up, buddy, huh? What's up? Sleet and snow? Yeah, we didn't have that. Actually, tomorrow night it might rain because we're getting a little system from the south, bringing a little warmer air, but it'll snow again by this weekend. Maybe during the Patriots game on Sunday. Sorry to hear, Charlotte. Yeah, they'll go to the tour. The onion browser. The smelly onion browser. Yeah, I tried that out. I used Tor for a while, just trying it out. There were actually websites I couldn't access using Tor. Isn't that something? You couldn't access websites. The ones that are on Cloudflare, I think. You couldn't access with Tor browser. So kind of interesting. Kids always found their loopholes. I know. How do you keep up with them? And as a teacher too, I mean, yeah, especially now with AI, right? You must have been caught up in that whole thing about, are they actually writing or are they asking AI? All of that. Well, they're taking out shorts now. Taking out shorts, back up. The games continue. Degen leverage. They got a $500,000 ETH short. Wiped out. Wow. And that's a brand new one. That was brand new. Gone. I mean, that guy must not have had that trade open for like 20 minutes and he just lost $500,000 in like 20 minutes. Oh, I'm going to short this thing all the way down. Nope. You got burnt. Burnt. Wow. The market makers are not messing around today. YouTube already has age verification. No pizza for you. It's about time the shorters get shafted too. Exactly. They're doing a good job. So the games are on with the market makers manipulating the price. Let's see if this 14.8 really does hold as support though. We've got FOMC tomorrow. So I will be over on Tom's channel from 1:30 till 3 o'clock in the chat. And then I'll be going live once Tom is done, probably about 3:45 or so. So be on just a little bit early. We'll see how long Tom stays on, what the market's doing. And yeah, I haven't set up my live stream yet, but you can just search Tom Crown Crypto and you can find Tom's live stream for his FOMC live. He usually starts at about 1:30. The rate cut announcement is at 2, and then Chirpow comes on at 2:30. Always entertaining over on Tom Crown's channel during the FOMC. And then I do the follow-up afterwards, sum up what happened with the trading and see what's going on after. So that is what's on tap for tomorrow. And then Thursday is Epic Tax live stream for all of you asking all your questions about crypto taxes Thursday. Jordan Cameron says we are not going to be okay. Yep. He went full bear. Full bear. That's because his bullish thesis never played out, which I mocked as soon as he said it. $10 trillion total crypto market cap. It was like, nope, not happening. And he finally capitulated on that and was like, yeah, that's not happening. So now he's full bear. But he does think there's going to be a relief rally, which I was already saying. Which we had a little taste of today. Yeah, Tom's cool, Chuck. He's a good guy. He checks in on me every now and then. He makes an appearance here, which is fun. That's great. Appreciate it. All right, gang. Hey, I hope everyone has a great Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning, depending on where you are in the world. And we'll be around tomorrow again. So everyone have a good evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.